Hey everyone, welcome back to Crookie Books YouTube channel. I'm Cole Crookie, here to give you guys a review on Of Blood and Fire by Ryan Cahill. Let's get straight into it. Alright, first off, I want to talk about the dialogue sequences in this book, because I feel like a draw for me was how impactful these first 150 pages were, and how slow, classic fantasy, slow burn that they were, and that drew me in. It felt like my first time reading Name of the Wind. You're just sitting inside of a fantasy inn, and that's what the beginning of this book felt like. He did a great job depicting the setting, and I could imagine it all in my head, which was awesome. So yeah, that slow burn first half of the book, I really enjoyed a lot. So I would say that was a great part of it. This was also my first Dragon Rider fantasy, if this is considered Dragon Rider. I don't know. But obviously you could see it's a dragon egg. It's about dragons, partly. But it was cool. The dragon system, how they're bound to their human riders and they share emotions, was really cool. And also the magic system in this universe. I think, it's called the Spark, and they'll pull threads of air, water, fire, these elements, and twist them into something that they can use, whether it's for combat or even for healing. But that takes a greater skill, and it takes a lot out of these people that use it. There's consequences to using magic in this world, which is cool because you'll have cool scenes with this magic, but also it does a great job of showing, like, if you try to do too much with it, you could lose even your life, which is pretty cool that they put he put consequences into the book for using magic. So anyways, I also want to talk about reading The Fall before this book, because that's what I did. I chose that reading order. And the cool thing about Ryan Cahill, he has both reading orders and a little blurb of, like, why you should read this way, or what you'll get out of reading this order rather than that order. It's not too much of a difference, but he emphasizes that his novellas are very important to his stories, and they dive deeper into some of the characters. And I felt like The Fall was great, because when you step in Of Blood and Fire, you hear the story of the fall, because it's the fall of the Order and the Dralids, and you'll see what that means once you read it. But I felt like I knew information that some of these characters didn't, so it was very cool reading that prequel before reading Of Blood and Fire. The last thing I want to talk about with this book is there's a lot of sad moments, definitely. And the cool thing about Ryan Cahill is he sets up these characters in a spot where I actually care about them. And that's a skill, I think, that is hard to achieve. Sometimes people will use deaths or tragedies for shock value, and I think he doesn't do this at all. He really sets up a story with these dialogue scenes, like I was talking about in the beginning, where it's just three characters sitting down and talking about something, and it builds personality in these characters. When something does go wrong, I actually do care about these characters, and I'm invested. I think Ryan Cahill does a great job of the third person POV in this book. He's juggling a lot of characters, and a lot of them have different personalities, and I think he does a great job. So I'm excited to get to book 2 and really see where this picks up. It kind of branches off from the familiar tropes that I know. But yeah, overall great book. I really enjoyed it. Excited to get into book 2. That'll be it on the review for Of Blood and Fire. If you enjoyed this, please click subscribe. That would be a great help to me and my channel. Thank you guys so much for watching.